Welcome to Game 3 of this Pain Street Nation Starcraft 2 tournament series, and we have Kammalleri versus Zombo Joe. This is for the big one. This is for the person who gets to go out of the lower bracket and back in to the grand finals against Eureka. I am Shaky Jakes, joined by my co-caster, Executive.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Sure, they're doing good. The last game, Zombo Joe was able to come back from defeat, the grasp of defeat, and win a game against Kammalleri. It almost looked like he was going to go the same build that Eureka went against Kama in the last series of games, but it was a bit different and maybe not as fast. It still ended up being Banshees, Marines, and tanks, but there were some bunkers thrown in, actually, which makes it a little bit more annoying. But Kammalleri gave it the GG, so I guess he didn't feel as bad about losing in that game as he did in this one, or in this one as he did the other one. Also, another thing interesting that we saw in the last game was that Zombo Joe actually walled off with 3 supply depots, which you don't very often see. Because if there's a push from your opponent, those supply depots go down. That's a huge loss to your supply. You can definitely get blocked very easily. But I guess he didn't want his opponent seeing any kind of buildings that he was going once he walled off.
Kammalleri.
Go ahead.
You see going a pretty standard Protoss opening here. Gateway simulator, pylon, and now his core going down.
It took him a while to realize that his probe had scouted in the right direction. It was on its way to the next base. He's going to scout this Marine very clearly, and that might actually go down before he's able to see very much of value. He does get to see the refinery is already down, but I think that's pretty standard time for it to go down anyway. So this probe's going to get a little bit of information, but I think it's probably going to go down to this Marine. 1 health! Is it going to get out? No, it goes down. Again, Zombo Joe with the 3 supply depot wall off. Yeah, I'm not a Terran player, but usually I don't see this, so it strikes me as odd. But Zombo Joe, it worked for him last time, so I'm not going to complain about it.
Kammalleri doing something a bit odd here. Did not choose to build that first Zealot out of his gateway before the Cyber Core went down. Instead, saved up and chrono boosted out a Stalker. As soon as his core went down, also put a chrono boost on the Warp Gate. Scouting from Zombo Joe.
That Stalker coming out, maybe he wanted to prevent the scout, but it wasn't able to happen. He got his scout in right before it was finished. But Zombo Joe's not going to have any idea what he's going right now. He's got the 3 gates, but he's actually already got the expand, so it's an expand 3 gate instead of a 3 gate expand.
And Zombo Joe has seen the expand going down.
Yeah, pushing out with a few forces right now. I don't know whether he's going to try to assault anything with these forces or just get a little bit more scouting information. But right now, as Kamalleri's not building any forces, this may actually be able to do a little bit of damage to this Nexus, which is actually going to go down, I think, before those forces get there.
Kammalleri very low on units with only the 1 Stalker. 2 gateways finishing up now for him, bringing him to 3 total, continuing to chrono boost out that Warp Gate, which is almost done, finishing up now.
The Nexus is finished, and its shields are slowly depleting. The Warp Gate is finished, though, so he's going to be able to produce a lot of units right here to probably defend this base before it goes down. The only problem is Zombo Joe's moving out with a lot more forces, and well, actually, not a whole lot more. Some of those are SCVs, but he may be able to push this back. He's so close to killing the Stalker right here. The SCVs really wanted that Stalker. And now the shields are completely depleted on this Nexus. I wouldn't be surprised if Zombo Joe builds a bunker. Yep, there it goes, right? It goes down. And these Zealots might be able to come in here quickly enough to where this bunker's not going to be able to be finished. But he's got that what's that thing for the Marauders?
Concussive shell.
Yeah, the concussive shell, which makes those zealots not so good. He's gonna again try to take out that bunker. He needs to try to take it out. He needs to try to take out the SCV. Oh no! Zombo Joe's forces are able to get in. That's going to be able to do a lot more damage to his, but it goes down actually pretty easily. I'm not sure whether Zombo Joe's going to be able to hold this. I don't think he is. And Kammalleri is breathing a sigh of relief right now. And maybe a counter push is in order. He's definitely ahead. Let's look at the income. Yep, he's definitely ahead on that income. He's already got his second down, and Zombo Joe is just producing it. And he has to defend against a lot of units from Kammalleri. I think maybe Zombo Joe has a little bit to worry about here. He cancels the command center. He's going to try to bunker up. And these supply depots, this is going to supply block him. Look at these. These are supply depots with, they actually don't go down. The SCVs are there to repair, but they're moving out now. All these supply depots are going to go down. That's the equivalent.
Zombo Joe is down to 11 supply.
Wow.
That's the only supply he has is what his command center quickly trying to throw up supply depots behind his money.
Yeah. See, that's the problem putting those supply depots, because not only put those supply depots, and that's the GG. Kammalleri moves on to the finals against Eureka, but you know, as I was saying, putting those supply depots, not only did he put them at his front, but he dropped supply on top of them. So if you kill one supply depot, that's almost like killing two. So I think that really hurt him in this game. Congratulations to Kammalleri. He's gonna get his rematch against Eureka, and he definitely wants to prove himself in this game. He wants to get his revenge, and so it should be a very exciting game between these two players. I can't wait to see it. Well, I think we'll be casting that tomorrow, but it may not matter to when I upload this, so I won't say much about it. But good game from both of these players.